All right. Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14 stream. My name's Arietta, and this is not our usual time, nor is it our usual day. However, if you have seen the posts that I've been putting up on Twitter and in our community Discord, you'll note that where I live, it has been incredibly hot. Um, let's see. So, yesterday it got up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 46.1 degrees Celsius. And that is at the time that I would normally have been streaming. Similarly, just after I would have ended streaming, I got the crap scared out of me by an emergency alert on my phone. So, the emergency alert on my phone basically just gave that awful blaring noise. Like, if you've received an emergency alert or an Amber Alert on your phone, you know the one. It's terrible. And yeah, so I got that awful sounding alert on my phone. And it said, we don't know if the power grid's gonna hold up in this heat, so turn off literally everything until 9 p.m. So that was fun. I am planning on streaming today until 1 p.m. PDT. That would be about 2 hours from now. However, we're just going to play it by ear because that warning might go back into effect. And we also might still have stuff. Oh, it looks like I forgot to. Yeah, I'm not used to. I am not used to doing this so early. So I forgot to do several things, including the go live notification. Okay. I have successfully changed this title. Hopefully it's not too confusing because it was identical to the previous one. Oops. Oops. Um, but yeah, I currently have some iced electrolyte drink on my desk right next to a big old thing of iced tea. I have two hand towels in the freezer. Both of them have been. Uh... Oh, hi, Seki. You had a lot of errands and happened to just get online a minute or two after you started. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're here. I was just saying that I have a couple of hand towels in that have been soaked through with water, wrung out, and are in the freezer right now because it's already ridiculously hot. I am displeased. I'm not a fan of how hot it is, and you will probably hear a fan in the background today. Um, yeah. So Nikki is being a problem because I haven't been moving much. Uh, Nikki, I have a feeling that she is going to be a problem and pretend like she's upset, only to get squirt with the spray bottle so that it'll cool her down. It's finally getting cooler on the East Coast. I wish that were the case here. Yesterday it got up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Today it's supposed to get. Let's check the recent weather report. It's supposed to get up to 107 today, but we've also been given information that it might get up to 110. I don't know the conversion to Celsius off the top of my head, but I know that 104 is 40 degrees and 115 is 46.1. So, do with that information what you will. Anyways, so because today is totally weird and different, we're going to just kind of chill out today, and hopefully we will chill out in real life. Like I said, I have two very large iced beverages on my desk right now that I will taking sips of frequently because I'm already experiencing a minor headache from how hot it is. I was so happy that I found an herbal tea in my collection that was a mint blend because it just feels cooler going down. Like, it's not any cooler physically, but it feels that way, which I appreciate. Okay, I just need to check a few more settings, make sure everything is running correctly. And it looks like it is. So, name of the game today is going to be trying to get through all of our level 25 quests, which are all crafter quests because we did the gatherer ones. I am going to be leveling up first and hoping that it improves our craftsmanship and control so that we can actually accomplish these quests. Um, but I'm also going to try and find gear. Like, I might be able to just buy gear from the Grand Company. I don't know if they have low-level crafter gear, anything below 50, but we'll find out. So, the quests we still need to do are armorer, blacksmith, leatherworker, carpenter, alchemist, weaver, and goldsmith. All the other ones we were able to accomplish. Um, and I figure, we might as well try to get them up to 30 as well, just to get through to 30. All of our other jobs are almost there. We just have Pugilist, Lancer, Archer, and Arcanist on our combat jobs to get to 30, and then we have a whole lot more content that we unlock. I was kind of hoping to do that earlier, do that first, but we'll just be able to do what we can. I'm aware that I can make my own sets for the high quality bonus, but like, I don't play this game efficiently. We already know that. So mostly right now I'm just trying to get through it as fast as possible. So I can make my own sets, but if it's going to be faster and more interesting on stream, I'm going to try to get it out of the way in other methods. Okay. So we are currently on armor, reinforced iron fillet. So I am going to check real quick with the quartermaster and see if there are low-level gear sets that I can just buy after we've done a few of these supply missions. Stat difference is pretty immense if you happen to have the ingredients on hand. I don't know that I do is the biggest problem. Okay, so yeah, all of these look to be not for crafters or gatherers. What about... Okay. It doesn't have materia either. That's fine. We'll make this work. Also, I'm sorry if the quality is a bit choppy because of the restrictions on the power grid. We are also getting restrictions on internet, so it's a little bit choppier today. It's just going to be a rough one, so we're going to make it through as best we can. So, reinforced iron fillet. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's taking a period of time. Okay. Iron Soleil, so we need... The FPS is a bit lacking, but it's not like it drops and goes up constantly, so it's fine enough for your... Okay. Good to know, good to know. Hi, Bruno. Welcome. I'm so glad that you found me from YouTube. Thank you for following this morning. I appreciate it a lot. How are you today? And do you play Final Fantasy XIV? And what's your favorite job if you do so? Okay, so I was going to go to Hawker's Alley and check with our... I have words for things. That's a thing I have and do. Our retainer, that's the one. Sadly, no, only Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is really cool. I haven't played it myself, but I've watched friends play it, and I've been thinking about going back and doing some of the non-MMO Final Fantasies, you know, all the other ones except for 2. I did not intend to click on you. Why am I clicking on you? I want the summoning bell. Yeah, I really enjoy the Final Fantasy games. All of them are incredibly unique, and that's part of why I enjoy them so much, is because they all have these different stories. They're an anthology instead of a continuing series. Okay, so let's see. I wanted to drop off some of my stuff so that I don't have to carry all of it. I think the best is going to be dropping off the food because I've already done culinarian. So, Seki says I really want to try Final Fantasy 1 one day because it has the D&D style of spell slots, but I also heard it's kind of broken in bugs, so that'll be an adventure. I know that they're going back and doing a lot of remasterings. I personally am excited for Final Fantasy IX to be remastered and just look really cool because I already really enjoy that game quite a bit. But yeah, I know that they did something with Final Fantasy 1. Are they doing a remaster? Or a remake? I don't know, I'll look into it later. um, but yeah, 10 is one of those games where it's just like, it's so beautiful and it's got such a great storyline, but man, does it hit you in the feels. I have so much feeling and emotion already. Oh, I already have some of these in here. Can't do that one. Oh, okay. So I'm going to pull out my leatherworking supplies. I'm pretty sure I can start selling some of these too, because they are too low level to work with anymore. Yeah, I saw a few people playing 10 recently, and it just makes me want to play all of them. Second free retainer time? Possibly. So I don't know how much you know about Final Fantasy XIV, Bruno, but this is basically the banking system for this game. Um, so yeah, that's you have this person. Mine is this. Am I back? Sorry, my headphones cut out. It's been a weird day. Plus, my computer has been moved and set back up, so it is unhappy about that. So I apologize for any tech difficulties. Um, what was I saying? So yes, this little lad right here, he is our retainer. He is in charge of holding all of our extra stuff as well as selling it on the market board, and we can also send him on quests for supplies. Okay. I don't know what of this I actually need or don't need. I'm just trying to make more space because I have so much stuff. Inventory management is definitely one of the hardest parts of this game because there's always so much, and I'm also doing this probably the most complicated way possible, which I don't recommend. Bruno, if you found me on YouTube, you might know that I am currently doing a challenge run. It's all the jobs, all the quests, so I am doing every single job in the game because you can have your character do every single job in the game. And I'm also doing all of the quests in the game, including all the side quests. So that's part of the reason why we're stuck right now, because of the all of the crafter and gatherer jobs. I'm gonna grab a little bit more tea. So yeah, I wanted to do a gameplay where I was just doing everything because I love this game. I love all of the supplemental storylines that it has. I just haven't been able to do all of it because there is so much. YouTube algorithm must really like you. I got you recommended without ever clicking on any Final Fantasy vid or any of your old vids. Never had something random happen like this before, though I thought I just had to follow. Well, I super appreciate you following, and I'm so glad that you came to check me out and to see me here on Twitch as well. YouTube has been very strange. YouTube has been incredibly strange to me. I have had a lot of positive attention on YouTube as well as a lot of negative attention on YouTube. There was a period of time when I was just getting a lot of dislikes and rude comments for no particular reason. I have no idea how these people found me or why all of them were incredibly mad that I wasn't funny according to them. It was bizarre. I'm still trying to figure out what YouTube likes and doesn't like as a whole, mostly the program, so that it can send my content to people who enjoy it, because I'd rather hang out with people who are gonna have fun hanging out. Moko grass. Oh, this is selling for quite a bit right now. Nice. So weird. Maybe just one guy with multiple accounts. It is possible. It is possible. It all kind of happened within the same 48 hours. I'm not sure, really. But yeah, it was very bizarre. I wasn't expecting it, and it definitely soured my mood that day. It was also really funny because it's just like, why are you so angry? I'm just a small little streamer doing a stream for the first time, and yet you are so mad, and I have no idea why. I mean, I think I'm pretty inoffensive as a rule, but I could be wrong. All right. I think I've messed around with that enough for right now. I'm going to try to get that stuff going. Yes, I would like to proceed. Okay, so it was the reinforced iron celle. Um, oh, it is lagging really bad today. Okay, so I have enough high quality materials to make this. One of the reasons I really enjoy this game is that it has a very interactive crafting system. I normally don't stream at this time, so I'm a little bit off my game, but I wanted to make sure to get a stream in before it got up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I wanted to avoid that if I could. Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh well, I should still be able to get through this. Yep. Okay. Oh, and I should probably have some mineral water so that I get that EXP boost. Wow, I literally have like everything turned off right now. Like I only have Twitch and my captioner programs open in the windows. I have the game, my broadcasting program, and Discord. It should not be so mad at me. And yet, okay, so iron rivets and a bronze ingot. Yeah, I was real scared yesterday. I was watching another streamer playing Kirby, and he was getting offline uh, just for a second so that he could change his category and keep things consistent with um, his highlights reel here on Twitch. And he's just joking with chat. Now, nobody panic. I'll be right back. Just keep refreshing. Nothing's gonna happen. I'll be right back. And as soon as he went offline, I got an emergency alert for heat-related warning saying that the power grid might go down. And it's just blaring from my pocket. I was so scared for just like a hot second because all of a sudden alarms were just sounding in my room. As soon as this man says, "Don't panic, I'll be right back." It was hilarious. Like, I'm very glad that I have a good sense of humor about these sorts of things because otherwise I might have started crying. Okay, so we need to get on Goldsmith. One of the nice things about doing all of the jobs is that I have all of the jobs and can pretty quickly go through and grab different ingredients instead of having to buy all of them. Okay. Yeah, it was an experience, to be sure. And of course, I'm just laughing so hard while turning off all of the lights in my home and turning off my computer. And so he gets back online, and I'm sitting there on my phone, and he's like, "See, that wasn't so bad." I'm just like, "So this thing happened," and he's just like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Yep, I'm fine. Just sitting here with my ice water on my phone in the dark. We're good to go. Alright. So, we select, grab these two, and we synthesize. Okay. Going to try to remember to do all the extra buttons to make this go faster. Close enough. If it doesn't give me high quality at 98%, it's not going to give it to me. I say this, but there is that literal 2% possibility that it won't. A 1 in 50 chance that this could go terribly wrong. Hey, it worked! Okay. So that is armor. And I was also going to do blacksmith and... Oh, it looks like I have some of these things. I didn't have to make extra ones. Reading! Counter Jinx is a legit strat. Alright, so... I literally have some of these things apparently, but I don't know if I'm using them, and none of them are high quality, which means I was given them. Just a regular yew crook, so we need yew lumber and beastkin blood. I thought I had beastkin blood. Okay, and trust and withdraw. That's scalekin blood. That's also scalekin blood. I have all these bloods of my enemy, and yet... Beastkin blood, it's like level 1, right? Maybe not. Beastkin blood. 50 minutes, we can wait. We'll do other things. Okay. So... let's do the Iron Spatha instead. So many things to level up, my goodness. I mean, literally, that's the challenge I set for myself. But crap. Am I on the correct job? I am still on armor. Mistakes were made. Well, I'm glad that you caught me today instead of on Friday. I was rewatching the recording from that, and just there's a good 30 minutes where I'm just crying because it was such an emotional event quest that I was doing. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, I just need to get through it. And just, you know, talking to my past self, like, you can do it. You can make it through this. Just breathe. And it's just like, this is literally you from the past. There is nothing you can do to help. Just accept that you're gonna have moments of quiet in this stream and move on. Yeah, they are currently doing the anniversary. Nikki, what are you doing? The cat is trying to eat my plants again. They are doing the anniversary event, and every single year it's just emotional for me. Not Hall of the Novice. Timers. I shouldn't have closed that window in the first place. Okay, so Toothed Staghorn Staff. Okay, so I need a regular staghorn staff. Recipe tree. So 2 antelope horn, I only have 1. And I need another 2 antelope horn for this. I do have the scalekin blood and the marbled eye, so I'm just gonna buy the antelope horn. I need 3 of them. Okay. And it was antelope, right? It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Good grief. Internet is very bad today. I mean, 5 might as well. It's the cheapest and I can always just resell it if I need to. Alright, once I finish doing a few of these, I am going to switch over and start leveling up a combat job just to keep things interesting and to keep moving. Like, I enjoy crafting, but it's more of a solo hobby. Oh, this is going slow. Close enough, since this isn't the final product. I still think it's funny. There's several streamers who specifically do Final Fantasy 14 streams, but all it is fishing. Like, that's all they do the entire time is just go fishing, and they'll do the ocean fishing or just other fishing, and it's just a fishing stream, and I'm just like, but why though? Because they're having a fun time, I guess. They really enjoy their mini games. Then again, so is the rest of crafting. I just don't have the head for the mini game of fishing so much. I don't have that kind of patience with the randomness. Okay. Goatskin breeches. We have the old goat leather. We don't have the undyed cotton cloth. We might be able to make it. We do have 3 cotton yarn. We might not be able to make it. I'm just gonna buy the undyed cotton cloth and keep moving. I, for some reason, didn't have partial match clicked, which seems silly because I never type full words. I don't know that we need 99 of them. Let's start with the 2. Did we switch to leatherworker? We have not. Okay. Yeah, after this one, I'm gonna take a break, see if I can find some good roulette that will take a poor little DPS like me. And I think we did all of the hunt slog that we had available to us. So no more hunt slog on any of the jobs that we need to level up. But we will manage one way or another. Okay. So I'm gonna head over to the Grand Company and turn these in. Okay, so what jobs should we level up? I think we have... I know that we have Archer and Arcanist, possibly Pugilist, and I think Rogue. I think those are the ones. Pugilist, Lancer, Archer, Arcanist. I like this little blue lion man. Get all of that extra EXP for high quality deliveries. Yay, a level up for at least one of them. I think that was Leatherworker. Oh, that is such a nice shield. Look at that. No, not item comparison. That's so pretty. Windswept shield. That's a level 90. Of course it is. And I like the little dress too. Which one's that? Gown of Light. Very cool. Alright. I think because it needs the most experience, we're gonna go with Arcanist. Because roulettes give quite a bit more experience. We're going to grab our carbuncle so that we can do all of our summoning. And leveling roulette. Join. 10 minutes. Okay, and like I said, we are done with Huntslog. I'm going to teleport over to Fallgourd Float so that we can work on some fates over there. Oh, it's one of the fat chocobos. I really like this mount. It's very cute. It has some Gishel greens on a stick to motivate it to run, but if you want it to fly, you have cake on a string. Yeah, this game is very complex, and there's just so much to it. That's level 37. I would die instantly. This one is 27. Let's go over there. Yeah, I highly recommend this game. They do have the free trial that includes the first 2 expansions up to level 60 without restriction on playtime. It's a lot of fun, and there is a lot in the first parts of the story, which I'm presently doing because I have not even made it to level 30, let alone gotten through to level 50. How much time is left on this one? 3 minutes, and it's 0%. Oh well. We'll make do. Just attack the Shroud Hairs? Oh, we might not be able to finish this in under 3 minutes. But we can most certainly try and gain experience from doing so. Uh-oh. Too late. Uh-oh. Also have to stay out of the orange. The orange is bad. It's an AoE. I definitely am looking forward to getting to level 30 because that's when you unlock your job stones, which means that you do the higher level and complexity jobs. They do look harmless, and then you see their little feets and how they bite you. They also splatter you with poison, so, and lots of goop. Yep, the goop. It's terrible. You have to avoid it at all costs. Because really, who wants to be covered in goop? Don't answer that question. Yep. Goopy little bug things. You got silenced! What did you do? Or rather, what do the Twitch mods think you did? Oh, don't answer that question. I was certain that the Twitch bots had decided, let's mute Seki again for saying harmless things. Sometimes Twitch decides that you have said something, and I, at one point in time, had my... Yeah, I failed. That's fine. You can still get experience. I had my moderation settings a little bit too high without realizing it. And it just deleted everything she said for the entire stream. Didn't it also time you out? Twitch rules are weird, and they keep getting weirder. Right now, they are putting a lot of changes in place. Like, I understand why they have their weird rules, because they keep having to overcompensate for not having enough rules. They only got banned for 7 days? What? What? That's like explicitly against the rules. I've heard of people getting weird lifetime bans for, you know, not doing anything that extremely, like, blatant rule breaking. I also have to be careful what I say on stream because, especially now, they have a lot more programs in place that are catching streamers doing stuff live. Yeah, Big Brother may be watching. It's so funny. One of the streamers I watch has a staff member that watches her streams. And so it's just like, the ongoing joke is like, oh no, the cops are here. And it's just like, kind of, yeah, but they seem to like her just fine. It's just that they have the staff indicator on their account because they are a member of staff. But yeah, they're doing live live copyright strikes. So if you're playing copywritten music, they can shut down your stream live now. The game or Twitch? Because I would say both. Both are very weird. Because right now we have the dinosaur chicken nuggets attacking us. There's giant scorpions off in the distance. These wood whalers, the local law enforcement, keep coming out with pikes and then running away again because of how aggro works in this game. There's a lot going on. You're gonna have to be specific with what's weird and what isn't. Oh, you meant Twitch, yeah. Yeah, Twitch is also very weird. Okay, so there should be more, yep. Yeah, they just put in several announcements. For example, recorded streams are only being saved for people who are not yet part of the affiliate program for 7 days as opposed to 2 weeks. So that means that I have to make sure that all of my clips that I make for YouTube are all done within a week of the time that I streamed. And they got rid of part but not all of the exclusivity agreement for partners, but it's not entirely certain how exclusive Twitch was to begin with because they didn't really enforce their rules, and their FAQ also said something different than the individual contracts of most of these partners. And they're doing away with hosting. So one of the things that you can presently do to help a streamer out is going into your own chat and typing in /host and then the username of the streamer. And that just helps with discoverability. But they are currently doing away with that. It's supposed to be gone by October. And you don't have to be a streamer in order to be able to do that. It just helps bump people up on the rotating carousel on the front page. But they're getting rid of that because they don't find it has enough engagement. Or at least that's the reason they're giving. But it also sounds like they're releasing new, not products, new... Oh, hello. I am distracted. There's a lot going on. They're releasing new tools to replace it, that they haven't really done any A/B testing for, as far as I can tell. Alright, so we are in Tamtar Deepcroft, and I have to run to keep up. Do I have my... I do have my carbuncle out. Good. But I do not have any AoEs yet. Oh, are they doing the same thing that that other guy did? So apparently there's a thing that I didn't know about until about a week ago. There are people who will play the tank and they will just keep running and they will grab all of the enemies in an area and just go until they hit the boss room. And I didn't know that that was a strategy for early game duty finder. It was a lot faster. I was very surprised. But I've been playing this game for almost 2 years now. I think. I could be wrong. I've been playing for a reasonable amount of time to get to know the mechanics in all of this, and never came across that until last week. Yeah, so with a lot of these duty roulettes, most of the people playing this are overpowered. Like, the only person with a job stone right now is the tank, who is a warrior. All the other jobs are below level 30, but everyone gets synced down to level 19 while doing this dungeon. Tanks usually run until you can't in expansion content, which is usually 2 to 3 groups. A Realm Reborn doesn't have walls or doors, though. I see. Good to know, because, yeah, I'm doing all the jobs, so I have to know how to play them, which I haven't done most of these jobs before. This is the one I'm playing right now is the most familiar to me, because Arcanist turns into Summoner. And Summoner is the very first job that I had in this game. Someone grab the treasure? No? Okay. Everyone's probably already too high level for that. Yes, I was able to get a spell off before it got out of range. Yeah, I do miss Summoner having damage over time spells early on, though, because they don't really get them anymore. That's exclusive to Scholar, which means you don't get them until you're level 30 on that either. They really changed it around a lot right before they released the latest expansion, Endwalker. And it sounds like they're changing the jobs again, but not early level, but that won't be for a little while. Some more patch content will be coming up before they make those changes, and it's only to, what, Samurai and Dragoon? I'm not there yet, so it doesn't really affect me yet. Keyword. Yes, you share loot in this game. It looks like none of these people want the treasure loot, so what will normally happen is you open up the loot box, and it will pop up a little screen, usually at the bottom of your screen, so that you can roll on which loot you want. You can do need if it is something that your class or job uses, or greed if it isn't, or you can also pass if you would like. Yeah, right there, that person went back for the loot box. So you can see it in the bottom right of my screen. So after we get through this mob, I'll probably roll on it. A lot of the early game loot is really only good for a level or two, but you can desynthesize it for crafting materials. So it still has its uses and not necessarily only for sale. Yeah, so I don't, even though that's my class and I don't need them, I could greed them. But I'm going to pass because I can only have one. And I already have one. I need to clean out my gear sets. I know that if there are non-gear treasure chests, just the extra treasure chests, the loot is typically crafting supplies or money, and it goes to the person who picked it up. So after everyone has rolled, it will randomly decide who rolled higher than everyone else in order to get the loot. I never really get a chance to look around in here because everyone's like, oh no, not this early game dungeon. Let's get through it as quickly as possible. But, like, the modeling and the lighting effects in here are incredible. There was a period of time when I was looking into going into game design as a creature concept artist. And so in college, what I did most of the time was critiques on the projects other people were doing. Some of the lighting got an upgrade in Endwalker. Good. It's always good to keep improving upon what's already here, instead of being like World of Warcraft, where some of the early game stuff really did continue to look like trash until they finally upgraded it much later. I have feelings about World of Warcraft in general, but one of the things that really upset me is that they did not upgrade a lot of the character models until much, much later, even though they really could have used it. The human models were real basic and kind of bad for just a very long time, and I started playing in Burning Crusade, so I saw them be bad for a very long time before I finally gave up on that game because I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. Which is part of the reason why I immediately no, you have to wait for the AFK person. Okay, I already have that apparently. So someone just went AFK for a second. I was saying words. Oh, I started in Burning Crusade. It was pretty quick after the release of Burning Crusade, and I immediately bought the base game and the expansion because the models were so bad for all of the player characters except Blood Elves and Draenei, which were released with the new expansion, and so I just did not want to deal. I didn't want to deal with that, so I paid extra so that I could have a cute character. Okay, imp, attack the imp. It feels so weird playing Arcanist in this dungeon again. You didn't like the updates to the models either. It deviated too much from the original. I mean, I understand what you're getting at, but I feel like they had such a higher technology at that point in time that if they didn't change it enough, it was just going to keep looking very out of place, even with the stylistic design being very similar. Come on, click the imp. Thank you. Oh, no. I meant the imp. That one. Thank you. Then again, Final Fantasy has a few of those issues as well, such as the Viera not being able to wear most of the hats in the game. Like, it's one of the newest races in the game, and it can't wear most of the gear, most of the headgear. You just felt they took too much liberty in the upscaling. Your gnome went from happy face to grumpy face. I mean, also fair. Oh goodness, I have a lot to do. Uh, yeah, it definitely changed some of the face modeling, and I think that's part of the problem is that they didn't stay true to the character design and didn't offer the opportunity to change how the design looked if you had been playing a character and then the face changed drastically. Like you weren't really able to pick what upgraded face you wanted because they did change it so much. Okay. Looks like we are good on that front. I am going to take a real quick... Oh, none of the female gnomes smile? Well then, how rude. Um, like I said, I'm going to take a quick break now that we have passed the hour mark because my tummy is rumbly. I will be back in just a bit. It won't be long. So, yeah, probably just 5 minutes, but yeah, I will be right back. I have returned with a strange assortment of snacks. All right. So, what was I doing? Lancer's going to take the next longest, so we'll do that with a guild test because why not? It's definitely going to need more than just a guild test, however, it will help. Seven minutes. I'm surprised that the guild tests are going this fast. Like, I never did them on my main character or any of my alts. So it's very shocking to me to see just how quickly they show up. Okay, so that which binds us. 21 seconds. We're not going to make it anyway. It's fine. Actually, oh, it looks like the hares are back. The little slug children's. Oh, there's a giant bear over there. I don't think I've ever seen the bear before. Oh my goodness. See, this is part of the reason why I think it's not very fair of them to not give melee ranged characters an AoE until level 38. I think they should be allowed to have them sooner. Maybe I'm biased because I'm playing one right now, but I also played plenty of other jobs that have AoEs early on. Oh, commence. Guess we're not finishing that fate. Oh well. Okay, oh. This is another reason why I think it would be nice to have an AoE. Come on. Healer. Oh, I guess it does. For a second there, it was looking like it's not going to start until everyone's in the purple. I guess that was incorrect. Didn't let me get my comm. The benefiters say that they are quite a few steps ahead when it comes to boss time. I see. Oh, it's still here. Hey, my progress was saved. Mistakes were made. Yay, success! Alright, so we still have more than half our bar to fill for that. I'm going to eat one of my snacks. It's not letting me get rid of aggro on this thing. There we go. And we're back at the running back and forth dinosaur chickens. Click the chicken. Thank you. If we sit where they start attacking, perhaps this will go a little faster. What is that noise that they're making anyways? Like, it really does sound like a freaking dinosaur. Uh-oh. I got a Bane Mite on me. How rude. We're getting closer. This person looks to be either a monk or a pugilist. Yay, success! It is still taking forever! Okay. Clear selection. I think for now we're gonna head back to doing. Oh, how would you rate the difficulty of this game 1 to 10? It really depends. This game is. It has a pretty easy learning curve so long as you're not doing something ridiculous like me where you are trying to learn all of the jobs at the same time. Once you kind of pick a job and stick with it, even changing jobs after you have one figured out, it gets to be a little repetitive because you are doing a lot of the same things. So it really starts off pretty easy. I would say, I don't know, like, again, if you're getting into the hard content of the game, it starts getting really up there, but starting out until you start getting to some of the level 50 content, it really is like maybe a 3. Uh, there are some parts of it that do tend to be a little bit more difficult. Some of the objectives aren't super clear unless you make sure that you read all the content. So I've failed several things, but it starts off pretty easy. It's when you get into some of the later dungeons and content. It's mostly about the storytelling, really. It's really just entirely about the storytelling until you get to around level 50, and that's when the dungeon mechanics really start coming into play, and you have to pay a lot of attention and make sure that you are working in tandem with the rest of your party. It's also possible now to play quite a bit of the game single player. They have it set up so that instead of doing the duty finder like I was just doing, where you join a group that is randomly thrown together, instead you are working with NPCs to get through that dungeon. The NPCs aren't always the best AI, but they'll get you through the dungeon pretty easily. So yeah, but that again, that's just for like the first 50 levels. Once you get into like the Heaven's Word and post Realm Reborn content, it does start getting more challenging. For me, the most challenging part is making sure that I know the mechanics for some of the fights. Um, yeah, it didn't really start getting very difficult for me until around Stormblood, because that's when one of the bad guys was introduced where, like, objectively you're supposed to die, but you're supposed to survive long enough. Uh, but I kept dying too soon. Yeah, so it starts off really easy, but the level of difficulty kind of scales as you become a more skilled player. I hope that helps. I'm sure it was very rambly. Um, Again, this is mostly about the storytelling. It does require you to have the ability to follow the patterns and read your tooltips for this, but it really is more to do with the storytelling until later in the game. I hope that helped. Again, I'm not sure if it did or not. Oh, that's exactly what you wanted to know. I'm glad. Um, yeah, it also really has to do with doing a little bit of research. So for me, I have my hotbar set up very differently from how most people do. I'm playing mouse and keyboard. I have an MMO mouse, so it has the 1 through 12 buttons on the thumb side of the mouse. So most people would either be clicking the individual buttons down here, or they would be using the buttons along the top of the alphabetical keys to do their attacks, whereas I just press thumb buttons, and so it's not a whole lot of movement, and it was very easy for me to memorize because they're in rows of 3. I also changed my hotbars to mimic that. So whereas most people would have their 3 bars be horizontal and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 minus equal sign, I have mine in rows of 3, 4 down, so that it looks exactly like my thumb pad, and then I have the 3 hotbars set up right next to each other. I know that my partner plays with a controller, which he prefers, and I know that the controller can be a lot easier in many circumstances than the mouse and keyboard, depending on how you play. I didn't grow up with a video game console. I grew up with PC games, so I don't have the dexterity to use a controller. I'm still learning how to use a controller for other games that I want to play, so it was very strange. I was playing Final Fantasy VII on PC when they finally released it on Steam before the emulator broke about halfway through Midgard. Uh, I didn't even leave that first area. It was sad. So I was playing it with mouse and keyboard, and it's just like, no wonder this was a challenge for me. It's not supposed to be played like that. But I did play Final Fantasy IX on PlayStation 4. So I did have to use a controller for that, and I kind of learned it. It was still a learning curve, but it wasn't as much as I was expecting. It played more like Game Boy, though, and I did have a Game Boy as a kid. But I also played turn-based games on the Game Boy. This is something that would definitely be difficult for me with a controller because I would panic and press all of the buttons in the wrong order. Alright, so I'm going to head back to Limsa and work on a few more crafter things real quick, and then we're gonna probably do Hawk Manor, I would think. That was not the one I was looking for. One of the problems that I also have is that all of my the text joke was really good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I have a lot of hotkeys. This game comes with a lot of hotkeys. So for example, J is your journal so that you can see all of your quests that you have. H is your hunt log. And U is the duty finder. But I will press the wrong one consistently. So yeah, probably going to do Hawk Manor in the near future to get Lancer and Pugilist up. I think I still have Archer as well. But I wanted to do at least one more of these. The Grand Company craft quests, or rather supply missions for the day. But first we have to go see our retainer, and he would probably have that material by now too. Hawker's Alley, that's the one. Okay, so it was for the U crook, I think, that I needed beastkin blood. Another thing about this game is just there is so much you can do. It really is what you make of it. For example, this person is wearing multiple different sets in order to have a really cute outfit. So the glamour is like, people joke that it's endgame, but it's what kept me playing. When I first played this game, I was struggling. I was struggling so hard to get into the story because I was catching up to all of my friends, so I was trying to rush, which I don't suggest you do. Enjoy the story as it comes. That is my biggest suggestion to anyone looking to play this game. Don't try to get to endgame. Endgame is pretty much the same thing, and you will appreciate it so much more if you have the context of the story as it comes to you. But for me, part of making that story really kind of my story as a player, because you're in every cutscene. You're not just another random hero as part of the story. You're not projecting yourself into the player character of a game. It's not like you're playing as Cloud or something, even if you change your name to what your name is or your username. You are the character. Your model is the character in those cutscenes. They are speaking to you. They use your name to address you. So in order to really feel like I was part of the story, I had to get to a point in the game where I could change my clothes so that I looked like a hero instead of like a clown. Being in the clown suit of leveling really was not what kept me playing, because I looked ridiculous in all of the cutscenes, and it's just like, I don't really feel like doing this if I'm gonna look like crap the whole time. And yes, that is a very silly thing to keep me playing, and it's a very silly thing to get so hung up on, but it's just like, if I'm gonna be the Warrior of Light, I want to look like the Warrior of Light. I don't want to look like I found this off of a corpse, which I probably did. Okay, so I need U lumber, which I can synthesize right now. I didn't pay attention to how much we needed, but I'm gonna guess 2. They did. They did make vanity slots that only change the style and not the stats. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hang on. Ooh. Oops. Hasty touch. Success? It failed. Oh well. Okay, so, real quick. So one of the things that you have is you have these glamour plates. So all of these are basically what they look like. So my character looks kind of silly in these clothes, but for other characters, so let's go to Archer, for example. This Brigand's Acton is a puffy-sleeved yellow harlequin vest thing. But for me, it looks like this, because I have the glamour plate, and they just bumped it up to 20, so this is the only one that I've made so far, but I have it set up so that it changes to the Leonhardt jacket and the Leonhardt bottoms that I dyed blue instead of black, so that this is what my character looks like in most of her gear. Because I was getting tired of the puffy-sleeved clown suit. But yeah, that's one of the things that I really like, because it keeps the stats of the gear without making you be forced to look ridiculous. It's actually a pretty big part of the game, which is cool. Why do I have a rubber band on my wrist? I just looked down because I was playing with something on my wrist and found a rubber band. I think this is from the tortilla chips bag. Oh well. But yeah, that's another part of the game that I really like, and part of the reason why I broke down and sobbed while I was streaming on Friday doing the anniversary event. They really and truly do their best to listen to their player base and do what the players want. And I did it again. Forget high quality, we're just making the logs. So they really do listen to their player base. This game started off with a very poorly received setup. And so in order to bring it back from that failure of a launch, they completely remade the game to be what it is now. And one of the things that they've had to struggle with is that the base code for this game is lovingly and irritatedly called spaghetti code because it is a mess. So they're constantly having to battle with the initial code of the game, just really not working for what they're trying to accomplish. And they're also having to make sure that it continues to be a well-received and playable game that everyone enjoys. And so they listen to their players give feedback, they speak directly to the players in live letters when they're about to have an update. It's really refreshing after having to deal with World of Warcraft and Blizzard and frequently hearing, hey, we hear you, we know you're upset, but we're not gonna do anything about it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Doggo Water. Welcome. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. Alright, so we were going to do the altered velveteen bandana. But yeah, I really just appreciate how much effort has gone in to making this game something that we all enjoy. I'm glad you're doing good today. Do you play Final Fantasy XIV, and if so, what class is your favorite? Altered velveteen bandana. So we just need 3 undyed velveteen. Okay, so we need cotton yarn and dew thread. I think I put the dew thread away. I also must have gotten distracted because I was only planning on doing 1 crafted item. It does not look like I have any dew thread in here. Or cotton thread. Okay, so I am going to save that for later. First we'll go up to the aft castle in order to turn in that yew crook. And then we'll do Hawk Manor again. But yeah, I'm really appreciating all of the new follows. I've been really excited. In the top left corner, I have a little bar showing that we're going to be unlocking our first community Discord emote at 30 followers. So I still have to create that first emote, but I'm really excited. We were able to get to 20 followers, which means we were able to unlock that community Discord in the first place. If anyone is interested in joining and just continuing the discussion when we are offline, I've put a link in chat, and I'd love to see you guys over there. I am just really enjoying getting to talk to everyone when I'm not live, because I can only be live so often. But yeah, it's just been a lot of fun, and I also want a lot more input about things that we can do for the community that I'm kind of building here. I really enjoy hanging out with everyone, and I'm thinking that sometime in the near future, I wanted to do some more things that had more community involvement, like playing words on stream or something similar. And also playing other games, like definitely keeping this challenge going, but also maybe playing some other games that I haven't gotten the chance to. And you guys can watch me fail miserably at that. I keep getting told I need to play Genshin. So everyone's like, play Genshin Impact, play Genshin Impact. I'm just like, if people want me to play Genshin Impact, I'll give it a try. But I might as well set it up so that people can watch and laugh. Oh, that's really funny. I just got a text message right as a Moogle was passing. My partner's text tone is the Moogle sound. I've heard of Gartic Phone before. Words on Stream is actually made by the same company, so I was thinking about doing some of their games. Like, I don't know when I'd set that up, but if it's something people are interested in, I would definitely like to give it a try. I was doing a thing. Okay, so Pugilist Lancer, Archer is 36195, 38. So Archer is the lowest. We're gonna do Archer for Hawk Manor. Yeah, so the people who did Gartic Phone, I don't remember the name of the company right now, but they've put out a few things, and it was just like, man, that would be so cool, but I'm always worried, like, okay, but how many people do I have to have in chat, and how many people do I have to have participating in order to make it fun for everyone? Because I don't want it to be like one person participating, because I would rather there be more involvement than less, and I just don't know. I don't know who would be interested, and so being able to have enough people really kind of give their feedback and say, hey, I'd love to do this, really helps me out, because it means that I know who wants to be involved and who would like to participate and when. So I mentioned it last time, but the music in the background right now, this kind of haunting melody, that is in the A Realm Reborn trailer. And so it's just like, I'm listening to this song and I'm rewatching the Battle of Cartno in my head. Okay, so we have 9 minutes. You also played during the last days of one... Oh, it also played during the last days of 1.0. Yeah. I still think that's super cool. I'm hoping that they'll kind of mimic that in the future, not to do like a total reset of the game. Like when 14 finally gets to those days when it is on its last leg and it is being replaced by another Final Fantasy MMO, because that day will come eventually. I really hope that they do a server wide, well, not a server wide, I guess it is server, but like a worldwide event. They're down for at least another 10 years. Yeah. I'm very glad to hear it because I really do enjoy this game. Let's head over to Little Alamigo. See if there are some. See if there are a few fates over there. After Shadowbringer, I'm sure it might be even longer. I mean, yeah, Shadowbringers did open up a lot of options for them to continue the storyline. Okay, so there's one up here. Uh, yes, Seki and I have met in game before. We are part of the same free company, which is how I met her. Um, so in the free companies are kind of like guilds that you can join with other players. Uh, but I think Seki ended up being my first follower for my stream, so that was fun. I'm hoping that I can someday trick her into coming on the stream and helping me with one of the harder fights, like one of the raids. I think that would be fun, but again, I have to trick her into doing that. Shh, don't tell her. All I'd have to do is ask, are you sure? Are you sure you would put up with dealing with me while I'm streaming? And having to do part of that as well? Awesome. So, definitely for... I might have you do, what's it called? Praetorium with me, just because it's your favorite. All the memes. But I also will probably have to ask for help doing Circus Tower and all of the other Crystal Tower raids, because I don't know how I will prevent myself from getting lost once I get there. For having played for a while, I am surprisingly terrible at all of the raids except Alexander. Alexander I kind of understand on a certain level. All the other ones I either get lost or I mess up the mechanic every single time. Yes, Seki, you can go Scholar and rescue me from danger and not danger and imagine danger. Still 9 minutes, it says? I don't believe it. That's level 26. Oh no! Into danger? I mean, what? That's a level 45. I'm not doing that. So that's technically not on my mini-map, but I mean, I might as well... No, it's not yet on my mini-map. It is on my regular map. I know that it doesn't seem like there's a huge difference, but as a rule for this run, if a quest shows up on my mini-map up here, I have to either pick up the quest, or if my quest log is full, which currently it is not, I have to come back for it later because I'm doing all of the quests. And to make things even more complicated, because of course I did, that's just kind of how I am. I like making things difficult on myself. I don't know why. It's a very bad character trait to have. But to make things even more difficult, it's just like as soon as it becomes available, guess what you're doing? You're picking up that quest so that you can do it as soon as possible. But I can't do this one because it's level 45. I'm also thinking sometime in the near future I might go ahead and dye my chocobo. I think I want a purple chocobo for this character just for fun. Maybe get a nice lavender color. Please, you must help me. I'm being hunted by the Amalja, and if they catch me, they will kill me. You see, I was tasked with infiltrating Zanrock and stealing their battle plans, but I was caught and taken to the Bowl of Embers for tempering. However, I managed to escape when the carriage transporting me and the other slaves slipped off the road. Though I have had somewhat of a head start, it took their battle drakes little time to pick up my scent, and now a party of pursuers is only a matter of malms away. I must get to the Aetheryte at Little Alamigo, so I might relay my findings to the Flame Commander, but do not believe I can make it on my own. Yeah, I'll help you. Why are you walking? Sir? Sir? Are you coming? Oh my goodness. Hey, look. An Amalja bruiser coming for this man's life. Okay. I love how he has this very arrogant little dialogue bubble after saying that he's scared for his life. I'm terrified. They're gonna find me. And it's just like, have you had enough? I'll beat you further into the ground. Is it possible to do dungeons with an under-leveled character or just straight up impossible? So you do have to be a minimum level for dungeons, but there is no maximum level for dungeons. Please don't run into the fallen soldier. Okay, I'm going over here anyway. Good luck, sir. You're on your own. So in order to unlock the dungeons, you do have to be a minimum level. But it will sync you down to the correct level if you are over-leveled. So that's why a lot of level 90 players can help their new level 16 friends start in Sastasha. Apparently my freight company is being very chatty today. And this group is very much not. I'm the only one without a job stone! Oh no! Well, at least we know this should go pretty fast. Okay. You have to attack the right person. Yes, hello. Apparently I am generating a lot of aggro. Uh-oh. Let's catch up with the tank and have the tank get all of these monsters. Excuse you, Carpet Stain. I want nothing to do with you. Oh no, you're fine. I'm so happy to answer questions. When you queue up as level 1 with a level 90, for example, you get reduced experience, right? So, no. I think the level 90 gets reduced experience. Seki knows better than I do on that one. Yeah, it's called a carpet stain. So basically, this place is like severely evil and haunted Beauty and the Beast castle. So the carpet stain is supposed to be a living mold. So the mold got so cursed that it became alive. Where is this person going? I have no idea. But yeah, this maidservant is currently cursed and now a demon. You know, cute things like that. What's even worse is there's a dungeon in here. I'm waiting for the warrior. I guess we're going in here though. Oh yeah, like the mold right there. That is... And an attic rat. Okay, so... Totorock is another dungeon in this game that has very similar naming conventions because it is basically a former prison that they just had to close up because it became too dangerous because of all of the creatures inside of it. So you have things that are named like prison pudding, which is a giant pudding, like very much Final Fantasy in those giant slime monsters that are called puddings and flans. That sort of thing. It also has Prisoner's Delight, which are living mushrooms, and a variety of other fun things. Seki says, no one gets reduced experience as long as people get level synced. Higher level dungeons give higher XP baseline. But the roulette bonus, the biggest bunch of XP, stays the same. Okay, I'm gonna drag this mold over here so that the warrior can get to it more easily. And now I'll head over to the healer so that I am in less danger. And now we have the Manor Claviger, which is a mini-boss, I think? It was behind a wall of purple fire on the ground, so... We are very close to getting all of our combat jobs up to level 30 and being able to do all of the level 30 stuff, of which there is a lot. So we have all of our class quests that we have to do every 5 levels, and then because we've hit level 30, we will have unlocked the ability to get all of our job stones, which give us the higher ranking jobs that expand on the classes that we have. And then it also opens up PvP, so we can do random PvP. So yeah, a lot. I'm hoping that it means that we'll be able to level up a little bit faster to get through more of the story because, oof, we have a lot to do. Nope. Nope. Jump. Thank you. Do these people know where they're going? I'm gonna follow the warrior. I'm not convinced they know where they're going. But I'm gonna stay with the tank. Yeah, this is definitely a different direction. Yeah! I think this warrior is unfamiliar with Hawk Manor, or hasn't done it since they first had to. But I would... Lost just like me. Bruno, same. I am frequently lost in this game. That's part of the reason I was so scared of doing all of the jobs, because it means that I would have to be tank and I would have to know where I'm going. The thing is that everyone in this game is just like, oh, you're going the wrong way? Sure, whatever, we'll cover for you. They're very nice about that, most people. There are very few people who are truly just, like, angry about things. And for that I am grateful, because I will forever be a noob in this game. You can see right next to all of these people's heads, they have the little sprout icon. And so that is an icon to let more experienced players know that these people are new to the game. And so it's kind of an indicator of, oh, they might not know necessarily where they're going or the different mechanics to this game yet. This might be their first run, or they don't have a fully leveled character. I think you have to be level 80 and have completed Shadowbringers, including the post Shadowbringers patch material, before you lose your sprout now. Because I gained it back during Shadowbringers before I got into Endwalker. So, like, they give you a very generous amount of time to learn the game before you're no longer considered a novice, as it were. That's a different sealed door. Okay, I guess party loot. I have no idea where all these people are going. I honestly think they are very confused, because usually I'm the one who's lost. Okay, I'm gonna follow the white mage now, because I think the white mage knows what's up in a way that the others do not. Uh-oh. That dragoon is not doing well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dragoon, no! That's rude. I don't know what to do about this. And apparently no one's making a decision. What is going on? Yeah, that dragoon dead. He did. Okay. Yeah. This is fascinating. And no one's talking to each other. It's so weird. Normally they'll be like talking in chat and Or at least saying something like, oops. No one's saying anything in chat. I am the only one who said hi. This is a very bizarre run. I don't know how I feel about this. Actually, I know exactly how I feel about this. I am very confused. Oh, that was a lovely blood stain on the ground. Yeah, I think the healer knows best, but I could very well be wrong. All teammates Skyped. Yeah, that's one thing I do wish that the game had was internal voice communication, but a lot of people in free companies have their own Discord servers, so all of them can get on voice chat from there. And a lot of free companies are really friendly and will help you get through content. Not all of them. Currently, I am in the process of removing myself from my very first free company in the game because there's just been a lot of drama and I'm not here for it. But most other free companies, super nice, friendly people will help you with anything. Yeah, Seki says if I'm not playing with people I know, I like the text-based talking. Yeah. Well, we got here. So we're supposed to hit the imp first, the Manor Jester. Am I remembering this correctly? I don't know why I tried to poison it again. That's literally not how this works. I have to wait for the venomous bite to end. Did I tank this one or did I heal this one? I think I was tanking Hawk Manor when I did it the first time on this run. And they're just like, focus the imp, but I'm just like, I can't see through my own attacks. I'm just hitting whatever's in front of me. Yeah, if you're here for like really efficient and effective gameplay, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. Bloody parchment. Treasure coffer. Okay, we're gonna use the Aether Flow first. Oh goodness. I just realized that I have Peloton and I have not been using it. So what Peloton does is it is a ranged DPS move that increases the movement of your own speed as well as all party members nearby. So we could have been going through this even faster. However, we did not. Mistakes were made. Uh-oh. Turn around. Don't look at him. Are you done? Okay, cool. That's right, I can't actually attack that. I have to attack her. Uh-oh. Run over to the tank. Run over to the tank. Uh-oh. I don't want anything to do with that eyeball. Uh-oh. And I got hit with the eyeball anyway. Come on. Petrification. No! Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm giving the I guess, to the Dragoon. Even though they ran and died. Okay. But hey, we got to level 31. Oh, you always fail at the mechanic is to turn around right after when it lets you. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so we are getting the materia. We are repairing the clothes. Oh, it looks like they're all fine. Okay, and now we have Pugilist and Lancer, both of which are pretty near to level 30. We are not teleporting, we are selecting a job. There's a difference. Okay, gonna take some water. Alright, so that is 11 minutes. That has 4 minutes left, and it looks like there's some progress made on it. We obviously failed this other one because we weren't here to finish it. And I don't have an AoE on this one. Or a distance attack. Just hit as many monsters as quickly as possible and call it a day. That's right, we do have an AoE, it just looks different. And it looks like I'm making progress, so that's good. Oh, ran out of mineral water. Right, nearly done. You know, if that guy had remembered that you don't stand in the bad, he wouldn't have died. Success? Yay! And Pugilist is level 30. That means the last one we have to do is Lancer. So, head up over to here, maybe? I think? But we're almost ready to do all that level 30 content. And ignore our crafters and gatherers some more. No, I'm gonna have to get to them once I finish this level. I'm gonna have to try at least to get through their quests. It's part of the challenge. Part of the challenge! Alright, so I don't remember. Is this the one where you have to attack a certain person inside of the cave system? Because I was just letting the gladiator do that one last time because I had no idea what was supposed to be happening. Well, we'll find out. Okay, Brassblades seek volunteers to aid them in the capture or slaying of the captain. That is correct then, okay. Okay, where is the door? Over here? It is still very strange getting used to my desk being so different because not only sorry about that, not only is it in a different place, but it is also a different desk and a different setup for my PC to make it all fit. And again, I apologize for the throat clearing. I finally got over being sick, but now I have this, like, urge to cough after I eat. I don't like it. I'm very glad that I'm no longer sick. Oh, this is the man! See? This is why we pay attention. Except for me, apparently, I guess. So we press all the buttons and hope for the best. And take another sip of water and hope for the best. Okay, that was a success, but now there's another one? Adventures in Throat Slitting. What a name. Okay, so we have to find a different man. You have the same urge when you eat fast, yeah. It's definitely becoming more common, like, for a lot of the people I know, but then again, a lot of them caught the big sick and are still having mild symptoms even now. Like, definitely not as bad as when they were sick with the yuck, but like my dad, for example, I got to see him recently and aha, there they are, upstairs. And he's still having that same problem where he has to cough or clear his throat a lot after eating. And he got over being sick, like, in April, I want to say. No worries, Seki. We'll see you soon. I think I'm going to keep going for a while. Just try and get as much done as we can before it gets too hot. Oh, this person is also very ouch. So for those who are new to the game or haven't played yet, fates are optional. They are not content that has to be done, and they appear randomly on the map and anyone can play them if they want to. They're really good for getting experience as well as getting Grand Company specific currency. They're also more difficult if you're doing them by yourself without a group. Uh-oh. 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 This is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is a problem. No! That was not the button I intended to hit. Dang it. An embarrassing death. An embarrassing death. Okay, well, that's gonna throw us off quite a bit. We're all the way across the map in South Shroud now. Oh well, it's not too terribly far. I'm gonna take a quick bite of my food again real quick. And then we'll continue on getting our last job to level 30. I am so glad that I froze those blueberries. They are much better frozen. Okay, so we are in Camp Tranquil, which is another place that is approximately of level. There are not any fates around here, but there is one up here. This is level 22, so I would be synced down, but it would give me appropriate levels. Oh, level 32, that's good. It would give me appropriate levels of experience based on my actual level. It kind of just tracks it up or down on a percentage-based system. But we're going up here after we get on the chocobo. And remember where the door is. Very important. That's the wrong door, that's the wrong door, there's the correct door. Okay, sure. Okay, so infiltrate the Red Belly Hive by defeating the Gate Watchers and opening the gates. We can do that. Alright. Oh my, there are quite a lot of them. Okay. Yeah, I thought this person would start attacking us. That's fine. We are slightly underleveled for this. Luckily, this is a particularly long one in case you need the time. We still have 26, 27 almost minutes to get through it, and we're already a third of the way done. And now we catch up with everybody else. I'm going to give myself a bit more of an aerial view just to make sure that I'm not running into a lot of geometry hiding the camera. Yeah, this will definitely finish leveling us up. It should, anyway. Okay, we are almost to that gate. So, real quick, I just want to thank everyone who has come to hang out today. I super appreciate it. I normally don't stream on Wednesdays, especially not this early in the day. Like, typically I wouldn't start a stream until half an hour from now, but because of the weather, I definitely had to change that up. Where's everyone gone? It's just gonna be me and this guy. Or not. Oh, apparently that was it. And it still didn't finish. Okay. Now we have to make haste to the heart to fight a certain person, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm thinking about changing up my stream schedule so that I am not only streaming on Wednesdays, which isn't a typical day for me, but also streaming 3 days a week as opposed to just 2. Since I started streaming, I've been doing Tuesday and Friday from 2 p.m. Pacific to 4. And I have just kept thinking, you know, I kind of want to do more. I kind of want to do more days, but I definitely have to make sure that they are equally split up to give me some rest. But it might be manageable. Uh-oh, we're gonna die again. Get out of range. Nope. Nope. And there we go. So close! So close and yet go so very far. Well, we're very close to reaching that number, and there's a new fate right here, so we'll just head over there and try again. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to implement the schedule change, but it has been something that I've been thinking about. I don't know what he means by find your own damned turtle, however, that is hilarious. Oh, there's two of them, and they have ganged up on me. I have leveled up. Excellent. So that means that all of our combat jobs are now above level 30, and we can start doing all those level 30 things. However, first and foremost, we are going to teleport back to Limsa Lominsa. And we are going to... No! Oh, you rude! We are going to work some more on our crafting and gathering jobs. No! Oh goodness, come on. I thought that I would have been able to complete the teleportation before they got to me. I was incorrect. I'm just gonna run away. I'm just gonna run and get out of their range and into the range of wood whalers who will attack them on my behalf. It is very ridiculous to keep dying in this manner. Okay, so first we head over to Hawker's Alley to make sure that we have the items we need. Seki says, I think I overheard you hit level 30 on everything while I was sorting clothes. Grats. Thank you, Seki! Yeah, so all of our combat jobs are above level 30. So Gladiator, Marauder, Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, and Thaumaturge are 30, and Arcanist, Archer, and Conjurer are 31! Hooray! So now we have to get all of these jobs so that they're within 5 levels. Right now, Alchemist is the only one that is more than 5 levels lower, but we're still going to work on all the things. That wasn't the one I was going to look for, that's fine. Timers? Yes, timers. So for alchemy, it is a U Pictrix. Did I spell it? Picatrix. Picatrix. However you pronounce it. It's a book. We have to make a wooden book. And the only thing we're missing is enchanted iron ink. Do we have any of that with our retainer? No. But we do have the materials to make it real quick. Excellent. Alchemist desynth for inks is really hard, unfortunately. Well, I can't do desynth anyways. You have to be level 30 before you can unlock desynthesis. Only certain furniture or arcanist grimoires give it. Yeah. Okay, so now we should have all the things we need for that book. Please let me click the thing. Oh my goodness. Apparently, this area is just way too overpopulated. It is slowing everything down so incredibly much right now. Okay, and that's for touch. Yes. And this is for touch. I don't think I have anything that helps with synthesis yet. But we should be fine anyway. Alright, so we have the book. Oh, that's right, everything rolled over. Interesting. Silver battle fork. Am I using the silver battle fork? I am not. Is it better than what I am using? Slightly. Okay, I'm going to real quick go through and make sure that all of my jobs are wearing their best gear. It looks like they most certainly are not. Oh, that's cute. I like that outfit. That's kind of silly, but whatever. Oh, it's from Hawk Manor. That's why I didn't notice it. We must have just gotten it on that last run. It is very funny that this is the shirt that we are given from the home of a very rich demon-possessed woman. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Well, what about all of these jobs? Are they wearing their best possible gear? Yes, that one has the silly shirt with the poofy pants. That one's not quite high enough for the silly shirt. And neither is this one. think the other ones should probably all have the correct gear. And we're on Goldsmith, which means Leatherworker is next. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But we'll go through the list anyway. No, Come on, switch over to Weaver. Thank you. Oh. Wrong button! Alright. I checked all the things. We're going to go turn in the U Pictorix, and then we're probably going to make some of our own gear just to make sure that we are getting the best we can. Because presently, we are just not high enough skills to be able to craft what we need to for our job quests. I'm going to take a real quick snack. Okay. And we're using the battle fork now. What do I need for a promotion? Oh, I have enough for a promotion. Cool. See, all those fates are helping. Not feats. I am definitely going to be switching out my captioner. I just need to pick what I'm changing it to because this has just been getting silly. So, oh, what's this? Oh, Gladiator Inquisitor arms contains stuff. I don't necessarily know how to use those. Don't you have to turn them in and trade them or something? I don't know. Probably. But if I'm remembering correctly, most of this stuff until current isn't very good anymore. Okay, so let's see. All of them are wearing pretty much the same set, so the magnifiers are fine. The shirt could be upgraded. Oh. I got a notification. So we need a new shirt. New shoes. New jewelry. So let's start with Goldsmith and get that new jewelry. What do you mean, what item? I'm just going to be making gear. That is not the button I meant to click. Okay, so that is battle, 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 battle. So we can't. Oh, something quietly about some kind of item you weren't sure how to use or something. Oh, this. The Gladiator's Inquisitor arms. I'm pretty sure that this is one of those things like you get in Crystal Tower and whatnot that really isn't useful until you are getting it from like Endwalker dungeons because it doesn't really help you. It's a new thing now? Use it and you get a sword and shield. Oh. Okay. Hang on. That's a better shield. And level 22 versus item level 30, so we're gonna trade those out. Or not. I need to go through all of my inventory again and fix it. Shh, don't tell. We have way too many longbows. Let's just remove some of those longbows. That's just too many longbows. Why do we have so many? Good grief. Oh, it's because we have been going through various dungeons. That would be why. There. Much improved. As opposed to splitting it into two different items you need to get. I see. So it makes it easier because it's basically the only one that has two items that you need to get at the same time. Good to know. All right. So we are coming up on our 3rd hour. I'm probably going to take another break in just a little bit to make sure that I can keep going. Because, yeah, I'm going to try to go for that full 4 hours that I was hoping for since I'm already here. But I do need to make sure to take breaks in order to be able to keep up that pace. Okay, so CP, that is crafting, right? Yeah, that's crafting. Okay, so Silver Ring of Crafting would be an improvement, I think. Item comparison. Yeah, that would be an improvement on both of those. So let's make 2 silver rings of crafting. We need silver ingots and mudstone whetstone. So let's head over to Hawker's Alley and get those items. It is so busy here. You'd think everyone would be in Ul'dah for the event. Okay, so I just got a text message instead of an emergency alert saying that the power grid is still being strained by electric output, but they're asking people use less power from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is currently almost 2, so we're well outside that time frame. And presently, the only things that I have running right now are my computer, my air conditioner, and my refrigerator. I don't even have lights on. I turned the air purifier off. I think I'm probably as reduced as would be reasonable because unplugging my refrigerator is not something that I can do on my own. It is way too heavy. Don't make me do it. I don't want to die. It will probably fall over on me. That was incorrect. Okay, so we don't have any silver ingots or whetstones. Do we have just silver? Because I know that we also have to make... We have 3 silver ore. We're going to need more silver ore. I'm just gonna buy the silver ore. Because I know that we have to make a high quality silver ingot for our quest. Um, and because I'm having to do all of the level ups simultaneously, I am trying to not purchase. Oh geez, that's a lot. I'm trying not to purchase the finished items because I need to level up anyway. So I need for our goldsmith, we need to turn in a high quality silver ingot to Serendipity. However, I'm not going to buy a high quality silver ingot to turn in. I'm going to make it because, frustrating as that is, I get the experience, so. Oh. Mudstone, whetstone. Looks like I have 15 mudstones, so I'm just going to make the whetstones myself. Okay. Is it already on my person? There's a very high likelihood. Yep. Oh well. Entrust this to retainer. Can I give you some Yarzen legs or something? Yes. I'm gonna need to really work on inventory management at some point, but that's kind of a given. Okay. Okay, and this is goldsmithing, so I'll be able to do it. Cool. One of the worst crafting noises in the game. Almost as bad as the filing, but we won't go there. I refuse. Okay. Okay, so I have one mudstone whetstone in order to make that item. I was gonna make 2 of them, that's right. Okay, so I need 3 silver ingots, and one of them needs to be high quality. Oh, I have a lot of ore now, wow. Again, I super appreciate that in this game, like, they really do make crafting something to be done instead of simply pressing a single button. Hey, we got A high quality silver ingot to give to Serendipity. Awesome. Let's make 2 more so we can make those rings for ourselves. Uh-oh, I only meant to click that once. Ooh, I have given myself a problem. Failure. It says 50%, but so far I'm 0. 0 for all of it. Oh well. Okay. So if I do that, I can get 1 more high quality in, and then use the last 2 halves to finish it off. Okay. And a 3rd one. And we're gonna mend it a little bit so that we can do all that. Alright, so we have made 3 silver ingots. Before we get to working more on that, I am going to take that second short break. So I will be coming back probably 5 minutes. So make sure you get some water and stretch. Grab a snack if you need to. I will be returning shortly. See you soon. All right, I have returned. Nikki very strongly felt the need to yell at me. Apparently, she felt that's still not the right button. What the heck am I doing? She felt that I needed to know how very strongly she felt about the fact that her bowl of water did not have ice cubes in it. I mean, how could I have made such a grave error as to not keep the ice cubes from melting because she didn't drink it fast enough? Clearly I am in the wrong here. Your dog never understood ice in anything. Oh, she loves it. Nikki is she is the happiest cat when there is ice to be had. For a while, she would drink her water and then I'd refill it with ice cubes. And she would run from across the entire living room to come back and drink more water because now it had ice in it, so it was obviously better. It's very funny. Okay, so I have both of the rings now. Oh, how silly. Because obviously... Where? There they are. Okay, equip and equip. These are clearly the better option, but for some reason... they didn't make it into here. How very strange. Anyways, now we can turn in one of our various quests and we have a lot more CP in order to be able to finish the crafting. So I think I'm going to start in Ul'dah because part of the Ul'dah quests are real easy. The Weaver quest, I still have to first talk to the clients before I start. So we have already gone for 3 hours, which is an hour longer than we typically go for. I don't know if we're gonna go for a full other hour, but we might. It just depends on how I'm feeling and how hot it's getting. I gave Nikki a block of an ice pack as well because it is getting warm. So she has a little ice pack with a towel wrapped around it that she is sitting on very grumpily with all of her toes tucked in so they're all touching the ice pack. It is wrapped in a towel though. She can't hurt herself on it. I promise. I would not endanger my cat that way. This is perfect, Arietta. I can fix Gigi with this, I'm sure of it. Gigi, silver ingot, yeah, forced to accept aid from Greenhorn. So humiliating. Poor Gigi. He's like a completely different person. What? Not that different from usual, you say? Well, it may seem that way to you, but I can assure you he's quite out of sorts. Anyways, the silver was historically prized for its beauty. Ancient peoples even believed it to possess magical properties. Although they did not completely understand the natural processes involved, they were, in fact, correct. It is difficult to explain to someone without an extensive background in the relevant fields, but let's just say that silver is really, really good at channeling aether. For this reason, silver is the material of choice for making Amamet's precious parts. Thankfully, the component responsible for Gigi's erratic behavior is within my ability to craft. but gods forbid that his core should ever be damaged. Oh, the core? It's like, well, it's everything that makes Gigi himself. His memories, his personality, his soul, really. When he was first built over a century ago, he knew nothing. But by assisting guildmaster after guildmaster, he came to possess more wisdom and experience than any living goldsmith. That knowledge, and the gentle soul that it carries, are our guild's greatest treasures. I take it you didn't realize just how irreplaceable he is. Believe me, it's been a great comfort having him around. And thanks to you, we can continue to rely on his counsel. Oh, so now I have better shirt anyway. So I think... yes. Considerably better shirt. Complete. Hooray! I leveled up. Oh, we are having real bad lag if the sound is that far behind. That's an interesting shirt. I do like it though. Okay, so we've done that. Now let's do Weaver. Oh, the lag! The lag! Oh, and the Weaver also needs the new clothes. So first things first with the Weaver, we have to... we have to go to over here, and the fastest way is just going to be to run. So we have to talk to the client before we can start making a dress. You're from the Weavers Guild? I'm terribly sorry you had to come all this way. Truth to tell, I don't really want another dress. But Father insisted, and when Father insists... I just want this to be over and done with, so please ask my father what he prefers, and I shall defer to his wishes. And who might you be? I was under the impression I would be meeting with the guildmaster. Well, it is of little matter, I suppose, provided the famous redolent Rose still intends to design my daughter's dress. As for what manner of dress, simply put, I'll not have my Kokomo garbed in common cotton. A jeweler's daughter must be refined, resplendent, a ruby amongst the riffraff. Her mere presence should reassure my customers to the quality of my... I believe I have made myself clear. Pray, relay my requirements to your guildmaster. Okay. She really doesn't sound like she wants to be resplendent. But she'll put up with your crap for today, I guess. Okay. Hello, redolent Rose. Ah, you're back. So then, what manner of dress does our client desire? Something resplendent, which isn't made of cotton, you say? I might have known. His commissions rarely stipulate anything beyond ostentatiously expensive. And all for a poor girl who would rather the eyes of the world look the other way. Well, Vanya silk would achieve the desired effect, though I doubt she would feel comfortable wearing such an extravagant dress. Velveteen, though. Yes, velveteen might work. A fine weave of cotton yarn and diorite silk with a short, soft pile, beautiful yet subdued, like our modest maiden. It will be painstaking to prepare, but so be it. I shall see to the patterns. The velveteen I leave in your capable hands. Know, though, that Babawai will not be satisfied with any ordinary fabric. Only the very best will suffice. In short, I require a bolt of the finest velveteen you can weave. Okay, Redolent Rose. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. It's so slow! Okay, so we have one cotton yarn, but we do not have dew thread. We don't have it there either, so... Do we have the materials we need for the dew thread, though? I remember having to get a lot of it. Yes, we have plenty of diorite web. Excellent. We might need to make more cotton if we don't get this right on the first try, though. Okay. Uh-oh. I did it again. Oh. Increases quality with no CP. Interesting, but rapid synthesis. Hey, it worked for once! Cool! Okay. Let's see if we can get the velveteen right on the first try, too. Yep. Awesome. Excellent, excellent. Oh, have you woven the velveteen already? As a matter of fact, I did it while your back was turned. It's been far too long since last I worked with quality velveteen. You've truly outdone yourself, Arietta. Baba Wai's daughter shall have a most magnificent dress. A pity she is no more like to wear it than her father. Though nothing would please me more than to be proven wrong. But I rather suspect another dress is the last thing that girl needs. Okay, so I believe we are wearing the silver magnifiers. I think the gloves are an improvement? Yes. So I think that's all 3 of the items that we can get for completing these quests. Oh, I didn't even do it with the new rings on. That was silly. Okay, repair. Okay, so real quick, just to make sure, I am going to put the new clothes on all of my crafters. Don't you hate when you get distracted mid-sentence and just kind of trail off? It happens a lot more to me than I would like to admit. But anyone who's been here for very long already knows that this is likely to happen. Okay, so some of them aren't high enough level yet. So let's do Alchemist and see where we are with how laggy it is. That is not what I wanted. Okay. So we only have 5 of these left. Excellent. We need a pinch of natron. Natron? Something, assuredly. Okay, so we only have 1 effervescent water. So here's hoping we do it right the first time. Okay, so we are presently on Alchemist. We have our best gear on. Wish me luck. Okay. Okay, I think we did it. Success! We'll go turn this into Severin. And then we only have 4 left. 2 in Gridania, 2 in Limsa. Alchemist Guild over here. All right. Well, we made a heck of a lot of progress today, and we're not done yet, because I'm going long since I'm probably only going to be able to stream today this week, unless the weather gets significantly cooler for Friday. Let us inspect the fruits of your labor. Yes, the substance is indeed natron. And what a pinch of powdery magnificence it is. With this level of quality, it will perform wonders in any field of application. I would not be surprised to see our client return time and again for more and more. You shall be doomed to create nothing by your but your wondrous powder for the rest of your years living. Lest you think that a jest, I would have you realize the sheer range of practical uses for this material. It is found in the manufacture of glass, the treatment of wool, and even the mixing bowls of culinarians. Though alchemy is required to produce natron, the substance is of far greater value to many other disciplines. In this way, the benefits of alchemical discovery find their way into every facet of civilized life. The era when we alchemists were branded as crazed heretics is now all but forgotten page in the history books. Not that I am overly concerned with such opinions. The current attitude of acceptance merely allows me to continue my research with relative freedom, you understand. The manner in which my work might eventually be put to use is of little interest to me compared to the results themselves. I do not seek to contribute to the well-being of society, nor amass a glittering fortune overnight. No, my entire being is focused upon one thing and one thing only. Soon, I will have one last task for you to perform. Once done, I shall permit you to assist me during my ascent to the absolute pinnacle of alchemy. Thanks? Thank you? I think, maybe. Thank you. Going to take another snack bite real quick. I have all these snacks on my desk. I really should have eaten before stream, but I really didn't think of it. And again, this is so early that I forgot to change the stream title until after I had already started. And I forgot to change the go live notification when I started and just all this other stuff. So it really threw me for a loop. Okay, so now we have leather worker and carpenter. Let's do those real quick. What do I need? Walnut. It's thinking about it. Okay. Oh, wish me luck. I think I've got it. Success. Okay, so we've got that one. Only 3 more objects to create. And this was toad leather, I think. Yeah. The better gear really does help quite a bit. Okay, and just 2 swipes and we're done. Hooray! This is going so much easier. Blacksmith. Ooh, we do not have enough iron ore. I think that was part of the problem, is that we ran out. Alright, so it is faster to teleport to a market board in Ul'dah than it is in Gridania, so we'll do this before we leave. Load! Please load! Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna really quickly recipes using this material. Crafting method. So it requires bomb ash, which we should have plenty of. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I might as well. It's not like I am short on cash in this game. For reasons unknown to me, let me tell you. Okay. So, steel ingot. Still have waste not on, so I should be fine. Yay! And we've been doing a ton of armor stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a higher level now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make this on blacksmith real quick since we already know we can do it. Oh, I goofed. That is pretty. Oh, I know what those are. Of course. Success. Okay, we've made all the things we need to make. Now we just need to go to the places we need to turn them in. So we're going to start in Gridania. But those butterfly dancer weapons are from Titania, I think. Which is much later in the game. All right. Wow, like this is so far the second longest stream we've done. I'm pretty excited about it. Like I've been enjoying myself and this has been a lot of fun. It's just making sure that I have enough to talk about with you guys, I think. Okay, Carpenter is now equipped. It's just that we're still dealing with a lot of lag because major cities. Hooray. Okay. That is something that is kind of disturbing, though, at how much lag we've been having today. Okay. It's been fun, and your dinner's later than usual. Well, I'm glad that you've been enjoying yourself, Seki, and I'm glad your dinner's later, too, because otherwise I would be more or less just sitting here talking. I do see that there are more viewers than just you, and I do appreciate our lurkers as well as our chatters, but I also appreciate you, Seki, because you're always in here and chatting. Okay, so leave me be, Arietta. I must focus. What is this malaise which plagues me? I thought myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet... Here. Let me just throw this 2x4 at you. Yes, I feel it. I feel it! This high-quality walnut lumber, it is your handiwork, is it not? Dense, durable, and expertly finished. There's no doubting your skill, Arietta. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Ul'dah. Mayhap we could revive that tradition. Or better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new bamplate design. The possibilities are endless. Thanks to you, Arietta. It seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. How you have grown, and in so short a time. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessing great passion. Though we walked different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you. And so I know I can hold you to the same high standards. Return to your work, Arietta, and do not disappoint me. Okay. Thanks for the money. Excellent. Now we go to Leatherworker. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so nice to know that we have finished. Oh goodness. Lag! This is gonna take a second. There it is. This lag is terrible. What the heck? Like, I know for a fact that my internet is not typically this slow, nor should it be this slow at this time of day. Oh. Oh. I live in a college town. The students are back this week. That's what's going on. Crap. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out how to make this work. Prepare a circle of high-quality toad leather and bring it to me immediately. I want this matter resolved as soon as possible. Heh. This will do nicely, Arietta. You clearly understand the unique properties of toad skin and how best to harness them. This leather is sturdy, flexible, and completely free of the unpleasant odors. There's but one thing left to do. I want you to take this toad letter, march down to the Carline canopy, and shove it in this Amar's face. Show the impertinent fool, what real Fen Yi quality looks like. Captions? What the absolute higgity heck? Computer might just be too hot. Yeah, that is definitely also an option. Like, I don't even have lights on anywhere in my apartment, specifically because it's too hot. It's too hot to have the light shining down, and it's using too much electricity for an already overstimulated power grid. So I'm really having to make sure that I am using as little electricity as possible. But it's still probably too hot, even with a fan on it. Additional fans, not just the ones that are internal. Completely and utterly unacceptable. Shame on Fen Yi and their vainglorious claims. How could anyone call this rubbish toad leather? About time one of your charlatans showed up. What is this? More toad leather? I demand a full refund, not more of your... Wait, is this? By the 12! I've never seen such exquisite toad leather. This would make an excellent belt or bag. Am I to understand you are a producer of Fen Yi goods? And you bring this to me by special order of the legendary Jiva herself? What in the world is the meaning of this? I am most terribly sorry, good lady. When the merchant told me it was Gridanian leather, I naturally assumed that this Angrotha was somehow affiliated with Fen Yi. I should have known it was too good to be true. A fraction of the time, a fraction of the price, he said. Well, I certainly got what I paid for. I mean, I had never even heard of Angrotha before, but everyone knows that Gridania is famous for... No more excuses. It is my responsibility as a merchant to evaluate the supplier, and my own damn fault that I purchased an inferior product. Reputation is everything in this world, and I fear I've unjustly besmirched your guilds. And yet, despite all that, the great Jiva saw fit to gift me this exquisite leather. Well, I too have a reputation to uphold. This gesture cannot go unanswered. Seki says it's like being handed Shadowlands when you ask for Shadowbringers. Burn! Oh my god. You are not at all wrong, however. I must say, I have not heard great things about Shadowlands. Nope, haven't. So, there's Seki making with the jokes and absolutely destroying a well-known property in the process. Okay. Just gotta turn in these last 3 quests. And I might call it there. Just because I'm dealing with so much lag that this is hard to deal with. Excellent work, Arietta. That bastard Amar felt so appallingly guilty he rushed over here to beg my forgiveness in person. I have witnessed some groveling in my time, but this was truly a masterful display. Bowing, stuttering, sniveling, it had it all. Oh, how I wish you'd seen it, Arietta. A proud Ul'dan merchant, humbled by a circle of toad leather. You've improved more than I thought. Now all we have to do is find out who's making this, Angrotha dross. Our contrite friend said he had been told it was a new Gridanian brand, but no one here has heard of it. New Gridanian brand. It's obvious they mean to capitalize on our good name. I'd like to meet the man who made that toad leather. Actually, Arietta, should you happen across him in your travels, I'd consider it a personal favor if you would flay the skin from his back and make me a pair of soles so that I can grind him into the dirt every single day. I love Jiva. She is so violent. Jiva is the most violent. Well, the most violent that we get for a while, at any rate. Okay. Now back to Limsa. But the Lalafell policewoman doesn't get a pass for violence. Her violence is unjustified. There is a pretty stark difference between having your good name besmirched and making these very exaggerated claims that are obviously impossible, and then literally trying to destroy someone's life and livelihood without the possibility for ever being brought back from that level of besmirchment. Also, the Lalafell policewoman is a jerk to me specifically. Jiva just is Jiva. Her personality is just exaggerated, whereas that Lalafell is very much of the opinion that I and anyone like me should just perish on the spot. Oh, that's right, I have to go all the way around. Do I go this way or that way, or which way do I go? I don't know. Let's try here. Ah, correct. Skinning a person and making souls out of it is probably goes against several laws, but I don't know. I mean, yes, absolutely, which is why it is something I don't take as seriously because it breaks several laws and is impossible. However, when you are the upholder of the law, breaking your own laws for the sake of your own prejudice, I have an issue with that. Joking about breaking the laws versus actually breaking them because of a personal grudge is very different things. We meet again. Assuming you're here to deliver the steel, know this. If it's not first rate, I won't present it to the client. Very well. Inside, Smith. I look very silly with these glasses on. Quite how you learned to smelt such excellent steel I do not know, but I do know that it had naught to do with your wretched mentor's teaching. Huh. Harder than mere iron, yet not so rigid as to be unworkable. It cannot have been easy determining the exact quantity of bomb ash required to achieve such a balance. Speaking of which, just how did you acquire the ash? Don't tell me you went and slew the void-sent fiends yourself. The markets are hardly a reliable source, I know, but risking death in a fiery explosion is beyond reckless. Still, if that's what it took, I admire your dedication. I suspect your forge master will soon be receiving some good news. I only hope he remembers to toast your name when he adjourns to the wench to celebrate. Hooray! And we're about to turn in the last one. You're here to deliver that ingot, lass? I ain't one for idle chit-chat. The weight feels right. Let's head inside and have a look, shall we? Haha, I knew you were up to the task, lass. You can't forge steel much purer than that. It's a common enough material, of course, and no self-respecting armorer should have any trouble working. But it's the quality of these common materials as makes the difference between crafting a workday piece and a masterpiece. No matter how shiny you polish it, your work will never be more than mediocre if the stuff you make it from is second rate. Any road, I can see you've already learned that lesson. I swear, every time our paths cross, you're twice the armor you was before. And yet, Hinanza is a talented lass like yourself, tidying up after her bungling, bloody novices, instead of giving you the freedom to master your craft. Makes my blood boil. If our guild's to survive, it's got to be able to serve its customers' needs. Any buggeras don't contribute to keeping the roof over our heads don't deserve to work under it. I've not but respect for you, Arietta. You're the kind of armor this guild needs more of. But tell me true, are you really content to waste your career wiping the arses of Hananza's squalling babes? Your talent's being buried under a mountain of mediocrity, and it's high time you did something about it. As to what, well, that's for you to decide. I think that you just don't want anyone here who isn't naturally born a talent. And I think that that's going to end up being real frickin' bad for your business. People start somewhere, every single one of them, and there is no discernible difference between hard work and talent when it comes to it. If you work hard enough and you practice and you keep working at it, there is no discernible difference between hard work and talent. Okay, I've said my piece. I'm gonna step over here into the moonlight so I can look at the pretty fireworks. Except now they're done. Just my luck. At least the stars look nice. Look at them. So sparkly. Alright, anyway, I am going to call it here because I definitely need a real meal instead of just a snack. So thank you to everybody for coming in today and visiting me on a day that I typically don't stream. Thank you so much for visiting me during a time that I don't typically stream. I really appreciate it. It's definitely been weird having to change my schedule up so drastically. Like, I know it's not that drastic to go instead of Tuesday to do Wednesday and instead of 2 o'clock to do 11. Like, it's not like super drastic, but I've been locked into this schedule for so long. Okay, let's see who is online. Except that I am dealing with a whole lot of lag. So much lag. Oh my god. Please. Please stop lagging. Oh my gosh. I just want to finish getting to that next little bit of what I'm doing. You can do it. Okay. And it's not telling me what people are doing. Typically, there it is. Okay. Um, all right. So, let me just check out this one person. see if they are doing anything too spoilerly. And before I forget, here is the link directory uh, for myself and my stream. If you are interested in finding updates such as when I'm going to be doing bonus streams or changes in schedule, you can find it on my Twitter or on the community Discord. The community Discord is now open, and it's also where I am going to be asking people's opinions for what they want to see, if certain schedule changes are something they'd be interested in. VODs for previous uh, streams can all be found on the YouTube. If you are interested in helping me continue to stream and deal with my computer overheating and such, there is tipping on Ko-fi and gifting on Throne. Throne is a privacy first gifting service, and currently I am crowdfunding a new microphone because the one I am using is part of a headset and it is making a lot of popping noises lately. So, all right. I think we're going to go say hi to Sakiko. So, if you would like to join me on the raid, and I would greatly appreciate if you did, here is the raid message here in chat. And let me get that started. If my computer, if my computer will participate. All right. Thank you again to everybody for coming in today. Thank you to our new followers. I super appreciate you being here. I will probably not be back until Tuesday, but again, if you are interested in finding out any schedule updates, those can be found through Twitter or the community Discord. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you join me on this raid. Sakiko uses she, her pronouns. She is playing Final Fantasy XIV. She usually does Crystalline Conflict, and I don't know what exactly she's doing right now, but she hasn't streamed in a while, so she's kind of just coming back to it. All right, I've given my spiel. I hope to see you over there. Bye.